Let me tell you something. Say something else. The dating pool already had piss in it. But this T-app that they just came out with put dog poop in the goddamn water. And dog poop everywhere.
I understand you don't want to be hurt. This is not the way you go about not wanting to be hurt.
And I will preface by saying I think the app is really well intentioned.
It seemed to me that the women on this goddamn app, they either bitter, lonely, miserable, or goddamn scorned.
I think due to the viral nature of this app, a little bit more responsibility has to be taken with what we're sharing on that app. Because there's a difference between saying like, hey, this man is a known assaulter versus he has a small PP. Like,
it's like a TikTok hate comment. Like, it's not different.
All I know is whoever made that T-app, shout out to you, girl. You the city up with this one.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety.
This is Drew, and I'd like to welcome you back to Real Talk Media One. Today we're going to talk about this T-app situation. And my question is this T-app something that's basically something put together to help protect women or help keep them single? Let's talk about it.
Women.
Now you got to be a woman to get on this app. And you better have your face beat and all. If you a man trying to figure, you better shave your beard. You better look like one of them goddamn Sausage Santana trying to get on there. I'm talking about they got everything on this app. They got your picture. They got your name. They got a background check. I don't know who made this legal. But one thing I do know is this gonna ruin the dating pool. If it wasn't already ruined, you might well be comfortable being lonely for the rest of your life, because it's over.
Now, in this video I did, my boy Nino Brown helped me break down what's going on with this T-app. Because it seems like everybody's talking about it. The women all get it. Like, this is some type of, I'm going to expose all men and all this type of stuff. But my thing is, I have no problem personally with women having something to protect themselves. I got no problem with that. But you already know how this is gonna go. Time a woman get on there and get dumped, porn, or whatever the case may be, she's gonna get on there and start lying, embellishing, and start adding a whole lot of stuff that's probably not gonna be true. And all that's gonna do is start keeping people even more single. But as the video goes on, we're gonna let these women go ahead and break down the T-app to the best of their understanding, since it's supposed to be for them. And we're gonna let them kind of tell us how they think it's going to affect them, whether it's gonna be positive or negative.
Wanting to make sure you're not dealing with a dangerous and violent man, I am absolutely all for. But because you got your feelings hurt, now you want to have that person blacklisted, blackballed.
I gotta tell y'all, because somebody probably ain't told y'all yet, but there's an app. It's called a T-app, and it's supposed to protect girls who are in the dating world. So everything is anonymous. Everything is completely anonymous, but girls are like post a man like in their city. We're gonna talk about the DC area, but posting men in DC, and then girls just give them green flags or red flags and tell good things about them or bad things about them.
And the T-app is a new app that allows women to get the tea on someone they're interested in dating, someone that they are dating, even someone that they're married to that they may suspect is cheating. The app has various posts on men. People can put red or green flags. They can make comments under their photos. It also allows you to pay for an upgrade feature to get background checks. But when I really heard about this app, it made me think of early 2000s website Don'tDateHimGirl.com. Website, very similar to the T-app, allowed you to go on, figure out who not to date, until a man named Todd Hollis sued the creators of Don'tDateHimGirl.com for putting up what he said was false information about him. He told them the information was false, had to file suit. That didn't work based on procedural grounds. And then he sued again. This lawsuit was more successful because it resulted in a settlement where he sued for defamation, false light, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. He got an undisclosed settlement. The website Don'tDateHimGirl.com basically disappeared. For a while, they started shifting the conversation to talk about safer ways to date online, even encouraging people to meet someone in person. It should also be noted, there are Facebook groups that are doing similar things that the T-app is doing as well. While people...
Basically what she's saying is this is a new app, It's just a variation of an app that was out a few years ago, don'tdateemgirl.com. And basically, you know, they ended up had to shut that particular site down because you can't just get online and just start lying, you know, because you upset at somebody or you were scorned or, you know, somebody decided they don't want to be with you anymore. And then you start lying, you know, maybe saying that they have, you know, they could be talking about they have STDs or, you know, they beat their women or whatnot. You know, I don't see this app going too far if these people don't be very careful, because let's be real, most of these women, once they get upset at you, they're going to start telling lies.
Don't have to actually post their actual first and last name on the T app. On Facebook, it's attached to your Facebook account. So you may want to be careful what you're saying on these websites.
But baby, there are people's husbands in this chat, people who you would never thought about. People are telling like all types of things, like people finding out people are like manipulators, narcissists, abusers, like physical abusers, and things like that. I mean, I guess it's saving some women, you know, saving some women from the troubles. It's quite interesting, okay?
Now, I don't know if y'all picking up on these women seem to be real happy about getting the quote unquote tea on all these men that are out in the streets. I don't worry about that. I'm not out there. But the bottom line is, a lot of time when they come out with stuff like this, you know, women wouldn't like it if the situation was the other way around, where they came up with an app called The Coffee or something like that, where all these men that are dealing with all these women start getting into that, telling their business or putting lies out. I can guarantee you, you know, somebody be done file a lawsuit real quick.
Okay. But one thing that really stood out to me is the amount of men that's being posted, and the breath is taking over everything that they have going on. I'm seeing comments like the breath is horrible, the breath gets down, like, and then it's like the person that say the person breath stink. But then what makes it even worse is multiple people commenting under that comment or commenting under that post in general, confirming that the breath is horrible. And I've seen that comment under so many men's pictures.
Y'all hear this? They already on there talking a whole lot of BS, talking about somebody's breath stinking. Come on now. Is that really going to help a woman to find a good mate, you know, by other women talking about somebody's breath is stinking? I mean, how is that going to help the dating market as far as a lot of these women that say they want, you know, to be in long-term relationships? I just don't see how this is going to help them. All I'm hearing is that the foolishness has already gotten started. Let's keep going.
There's a new app for women that's exposing everybody, every man that they done been with on that goddamn app. I'm talking about pictures and all. They gonna see you.
So this is something that really needs to be addressed. Well, basically, my friend downloads the T app, and I have no idea how he got accepted. But anyways, he faked it somehow. Me and him were just chilling on the app, you know what I'm saying? We were just seeing how it is, seeing all the fitna in it, all these females talking about guys. We're like, what the hell is going on? What's wrong with these females? And then we just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I see my face on there. And me and him are like, out of all the guys in the world, they put me on the T app. I don't even talk to girls, bro. I kid you not, I don't remember the last time I spoke to a girl, unless it's for marriage purposes. And what they said about me was even crazier. They were talking about I'm a fob, I don't speak English, I don't know how to speak English properly. I'm literally speaking English right now. What are you on? Basically, they were just on there and just bashing me for no reason. They were saying I don't speak English properly, I don't speak English at all, matter of fact. And they were saying I door knock on people. Well, that is my business. I door knock on people. I have a home service company. So I have to door knock on people. That's what I do for a living. Alhamdulillah, I'm making good money from it. And then they were saying I stare at girls and I just make them feel uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
Why are you lying on my name? Honestly, bro, to whoever girl that did that, bro, may Allah guide you, because, like, you're honestly crazy. You're just delusion. And it was probably some chopped ass female that tried to hit me up and I didn't reply to her because I don't talk to girls unless it's for marriage purposes. Yeah, I just wanted to get on here and actually address the situation. These girls are really weird. They're putting guys on the T app that they don't even know. They're talking mad smack about them. And let me say something else. I speak English, I speak French, and I speak Arabic, and I speak Spanish. I speak 4 languages. So you the dumb one for putting me on there and talking.
Now, like I said, I don't have a problem with women having some type of, you know, setup that they can help protect themselves. Not a problem with that. But when you're messing up somebody's name like that, I do think it should be some type of verification that you should have to go through, you know, just to be able to verify that these people are telling the truth. Because, you know, an app like this sound like a bunch of gossip. And we already know once a lot of, bitter women get on there that can't get the man that they think they're supposed to get, it's going to be a whole lot of lies getting told. Next thing, it's going to be some lawsuits, or maybe a situation where, a lot of these people end up getting hemmed up by the person they done lied on. This stuff is tied to your Facebook. A lot of times, a lot of y'all got your address where you're living at. You got you laying your head right now on Facebook. Somebody go look you up, and next thing you know, you're getting that knock on the door.
All the secrets, all the sneaky links, all the diseases, STDs,
There it is.
all the secret kids you got, all the undisclosed vacations that you done paid
Oh
for,
my God.
that's supposed to be with the side piece. Everything else that you looking for is on that goddamn app.
If I was a man in the DMV and I was ain't shit, I would be very scared right now. Because the girls are clocking y'all shit.
Here we go.
But our people gonna get on any kind of app.
Yes, sir.
And some shit up.
Some of these men got 100 plus red flags. 100 plus. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Now, what do y'all think that mean? They got 100 plus red flags. All that means is somebody got rejected, somebody got scorned, or whatever the case may be, and going on here and besmirching somebody's name. And I guarantee you, if the situation was on the other foot and there was an app that men could get on talk about, the STDs that these women are spreading around, all these different baby daddies, how a lot of these women are married, got men raising kids that don't even belong to them, and the guys don't know this, that, and the other, they'd be setting up in court real fast. These women seem to be real gleeful when it comes to trying to bash men, trying to find some dirt on us. I mean, it's like, oh my God, this is just so fun. But as that old saying go, the hunt ain't as good when the rabbit the one that's got the gun.
If the fear of God did not move you to be a better man, let the T app do so.
This app is now destroying marriages and happy homes.
And so, truth be told, a lot of people that I see on there also nightlife. A lot of nightlife people, DJs, photographers, promoters, they're on there. I'm seeing married people on there. The tea is literally piping hot. Baby, I'm about to go to Starbucks, get some tea, and sit
she happy
and
about
watch
that.
this tea. This is literally my entertainment for the whole entire week.
Like, am I sharing this because I genuinely want other women to be safe and protect themselves? Or am I saying this just because I want to air this man out? And right? And so I think with that, we just kind of have to be a little bit more careful with the stuff that we're sharing, because there's a difference between saying like, hey, this man is a known assaulter versus he has a small PP. Like,
I understand you don't want to be hurt. This is not the way you go about not wanting to be hurt.
Yep.
Wanting to make sure you're not dealing with a dangerous and violent man, I am absolutely all for. But because you got your feelings hurt, now you want to have that person blacklisted, blackballed.
That app is making genders go against each other. That app is exposing dark, twisted fantasies, all kind of stories about men that they wives don't even know about.
Let's say I'm talking to a girl. She goes on the T app, searches me up. I got mad red flags. Any girl I've ever had an encounter with, on everything I love, she'll tell you I'm the nicest nigga she ever met, bro. She has an interaction with me. I'm mad nice to her. She looks at the T app, and I got mad red flags. She's gonna think, wow, this nigga is mean to everybody else, and he's nice to me. Or
even though this brother right here, he was a little bit hard to understand, I kind of get where he's coming from. Basically, what he's trying to say is, if he finds a woman and she likes him, especially she likes the way he looks, she likes his vibe or whatever the case may be, and she sees that he has a lot of red flags on the T app, but he's treating her nice, she's gonna feel like she's special, but he's not doing me like that. So I think in the long run, I don't think this app is really gonna do a whole lot of good anyway, because especially with our women, they have a very heathenistic dating strategy. It's all about what something look like and how it makes them feel, so to speak, in the moment. Is how, a lot of them tend to choose their mates. So yes, this is something interesting where they can just sit around and talk about guys on the logo. Women have been doing that for years. Men do it too. But, the bottom line is, if you run into the right woman at the right time and she feels like, you have something she can get out of you or whatever the case may be for that moment, I think this T-app thing is just going to be something to use as a weapon to try to keep men in line. But it's not going to improve the dating pool no kind of way.
So apparently I'm on the T-app that's going around right now. So I decided to FaceTime the person that sent me that and go through the comments. Mind you, I thought the T-app was like people that actually had real life experiences with you leaving the review type shit. Like, that's what I thought, like real life people. Gang, it's just a bunch of angry women.
No doubt.
These women are creating all kind of fabrications. They're putting a little on top of the goddamn. They putting their price on top of the goddamn.
Putting some shit in the game.
Trying to destroy the image of men that's popular in them goddamn streets.
It's like a TikTok hate comment. Like, it's not different. Bro, my TikTok comments, you don't even know me in real life, and you're commenting on my profile.
As you see, as far as this app seems like this something that's pretty new, but brothers are already starting to complain that women are, putting things on there that, they haven't dealt with, probably women they haven't even met before. And all of a sudden, their face is turning up on these apps or whatnot with all kind of, unfounded red flag. Now, these guys are mild. These young boys, but you may catch somebody that really got something to lose, and they may not just turn the other cheek, if you getting on there and telling lies on that they, busted up their family and lost their kids, half of everything they done work for, their whole life, they may not just turn the other cheek.
And just like a woman do, women are believing everything that they reading and blocking the men. Got them down what they read. Whatever they read about the man, that's what they believe about your ass.
Some whore said, oh, he ate my pussy and that shit was trash. Bitch. Bro, I don't even be eating pussy like that.
Now this could get dangerous for women and costly, because eventually lawsuits for defamation served, and it might get even worse. It's gonna be some angry men that's looking for the women that only know the information that they read about them on that goddamn app. All that you exposed on the internet is only you and him know. He know who he been screwing. You don't know who you been screwing, but he know who he been screwing, and he gonna be looking for your dog.
It's really irritating to me that you have good dudes that advocate for women and are good men in society that protect women, and y'all are just putting them on an app that's meant for criminals to gossip about them. Y'all are on there stating your personal opinions about men and gossiping about their relationships. Oh, I seen him dating this girl. Oh, I seen him out on a date. That's not funny.
They either done ran down a goddamn good man, or they can't find one to say.
Amen, bro.
They looking for a man in the daylight with a goddamn flashlight. Can't find one to say they like, so they trying to expose some shit.
Y'all so happy to get some tea, some gossip on a man because you were attracted to him, and when he didn't make any advances on you, now you want to bring him down, you want to tarnish his name. A lot of y'all are posting men to tarnish their name instead of protecting women.
Now, as you can see, we're looking at it. This is the third guy that got on here talking about his face information is on his T-app. And as you can see, each one of them are getting a little bit more hostile as they go. And I promise you, as the months go on, if this thing still stays up and women keep getting on in there, lying and, embellishing, putting a whole lot of shit in the game and whatnot, I promise you, it's going to get worse and worse until you hit the wrong guy. And we all know, some of these guys, once they get all upset, they just let loose like a bunch of women. And at that point, somebody gonna get hurt or even worse.
The app is supposed to be secretive to protect women. But instead of protecting women, y'all are gossiping about men's business.
Now you got to be a woman to get on this app. And you better have your face beaten on if you a man trying to figure. You better shave your beard. You better look like one of them goddamn Sauce and Santana trying to get on there. I'm talking about they got everything on this app. They got your picture, they got your name, they got a background check. I don't know who made this legal, but one thing I do know is this gonna ruin the dating pool. If it wasn't already ruined, you might well be comfortable being lonely for the rest of your life, because it's over.
Since the T-app seems to be a hot topic on the internet right now, it's something I wanted to talk about. Actually, I wanted to do a little research on it also because I wanted to understand exactly what it was. So I tried to get, perspective from the male and the female point of view for the people out there that don't really understand what's going on. But I honestly feel like, you know, maybe the app was created, you know, as something to help women, you know, to be able to vet men, keep themselves safe. Got no problem with that at all. But as we know, even the Bible said, you know, nothing like a woman scorned, you know, and a woman that's upset, pissed off, or whatnot, she's not going to tell the truth. I'm the one that messed up. I'm the one that ain't shit. She's not going to say anything like that. She's going to get right on now, and everything is the man's fault. You know, he didn't provide. You know, he didn't have, his bed game was whack. He beat her. She's mentally abused. You know, all of this stuff is going to get embellished on there. And we already know most women, they don't want to hear a whole lot of truth. They want the dirt. But their code name for it is the tea. Because, you know, it could be a situation where you out at a, you know, a club, or you at a restaurant, for camera phones and whatnot, everywhere somebody be done took a picture of you. They may approach you or whatnot, and you turn them down. Next thing you know, you can turn up on this T app, and they're talking about you some type of mass murderer. Without any type of verification, to just be able to get online and just make allegations, throwing out wild accusations or whatnot, I just don't see how this could end up being something that's going to be helpful for men or women. But I guess time will tell. And with that, let's wrap it up. I'll see you at the next one.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy, and silently